Have you ever stopped to think about how to deal with difficult days with wisdom and courage? Today, we will address the 10 Stoic counsels, an ancient source of strength for times of adversity. These lessons invite us to grow, find meaning in difficulties, and develop a resilient mindset. Before we delve deeper into these reflections, I want to invite you to participate in this dialogue of self-discovery. Leave the phrase in the comments, "I will face difficult days with courage and boldness." This affirmation, when repeated daily, is a powerful resilience practice. Furthermore, I ask that you support this video with a like, as this not only motivates us, but also helps to expand the reach of these inspiring messages. If you're not already part of this community, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the next videos, full of valuable knowledge and tools for a fuller life. Let's explore the 10 Stoic counsels together and discover how to face challenges with serenity and determination. I look forward to embarking on this journey with you. Let's start. 1. Practice self-discipline. In Stoicism, self-discipline is a crucial quality that plays a central role in the pursuit of virtue and overcoming daily challenges. It is the ability to control one's desires and act in accordance with established principles and values, even when faced with temptations or obstacles. For the Stoics, self-discipline goes beyond resisting momentary impulses. It involves staying focused on long-term goals. This involves sacrificing immediate gratification in favor of more meaningful and lasting achievements. Self-discipline is the driving force that allows people to persist, even in the face of difficulties and setbacks. In the process of cultivating self-discipline, it is essential to establish clear goals and align daily actions with these goals. This continuous effort of self-evaluation and self-control requires patience and determination. The Stoics believed that self-control was essential to achieving eudaimonia, that is, a virtuous and successful life. By developing self-discipline, we strengthen our resilience and improve our ability to deal with adversity. We become better able to overcome challenges and act in accordance with our principles, even in difficult circumstances. Self-discipline is a powerful tool that helps us face life's ups and downs with determination and courage, allowing us to follow a path of personal growth and fulfillment. Practicing self-discipline requires a constant commitment to self-control. This may include creating routines that encourage positive habits, eliminating distractions, and setting clear priorities. Furthermore, it is important to reflect on our actions and decisions, assessing whether they are in line with our values and long-term objectives. The Stoics emphasize the importance of moderation and balance. Therefore, self-discipline should not be confused with excessive rigidity, but rather with the ability to make conscious and considered choices. It's about finding a middle ground between indulgence and deprivation, always guided by reason and purpose. By embracing self-discipline, we learn to value achievements that really matter and avoid distractions that can take us away from our goals. This practice helps us build a life of meaning and purpose, aligned with our deepest values. Therefore, self-discipline is not just a Stoic virtue, but a path to personal growth and fulfillment. 2. Seek wisdom. The journey in search of wisdom is a noble and ongoing exploration. It is understanding that wisdom is not an exclusive privilege for a few, but a hidden treasure, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to uncover it. Your presence here, dedicating yourself to these lessons, is a living proof of your sincere search for wisdom. Your commitment deserves to be recognized, as it indicates that you are on the right path. The wise Stoic Seneca long ago spoke inspiring words, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." These words are not just a call to accumulate knowledge, but an invitation to a deeper understanding of life. They invite us to question, reflect, and evolve. True wisdom does not lie in having all the answers, but in knowing how to ask the right questions and cultivating humility to learn from both successes and failures. Actively seeking wisdom requires an open heart and a curious mind. It is necessary to listen more than talk, observe more than show, and understand that every person we meet and every experience we have brings a valuable lesson. Wisdom is not a final destination, but an ongoing journey. On this journey, the soul is enriched, the mind is improved, and horizons expand. As you continue your journey toward wisdom, cherish each step taken, each insight gained, and each revelation experienced. In the search for wisdom, the journey itself is the most significant reward. Adopting this mindset of constant learning is essential. Recognize that each challenge is an opportunity for growth, and that each success, no matter how small, is an additional step on the ladder of knowledge. Be grateful for the lessons learned, and use them to shape a wiser, more conscious future. Remember that wisdom is not acquired in isolation. Share your knowledge and experiences with others. The act of teaching and guiding can be as enriching as learning. By sharing what you know, you contribute to a continuous cycle of learning and evolution, both for yourself and those around you. Continue your search for wisdom with enthusiasm and dedication. Open yourself to new experiences, question deeply, and remain humble in the face of the vast universe of knowledge. Every step on this journey is valuable, and in the end, you will discover that the search itself is one of the greatest rewards life can offer. 3. Live in the present. Life is full of constant challenges, many of which arise unexpectedly. We often feel like we are balancing countless responsibilities simultaneously, with the weight of the world on our shoulders. Let's think about those times when a looming deadline presses upon us, or when the pain of a recent disappointment consumes us. However, within these challenges there is a deep secret that can guide us in difficult times. The ability to overcome is closely linked to the present moment. It's easy to get lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. But the truth is that the only moment we have absolute control over is the present. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most notable Stoic philosophers, once said something that transcends time. You have power over your mind, not over events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This phrase is not just a philosophical reflection, it is a call to action. She reminds us that although we cannot control all the circumstances around us, we can choose how we react to them by directing our attention to the present. We can make decisions that are in harmony with our values, and thus discover an oasis of tranquility in the midst of chaos. The next time you feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, take a deep breath and focus on the present. Feel the air around you. Listen to the sounds of your environment and recognize the essential truth that it is in this very moment, here and now, that your true power lies. By embracing the present, you are not just facing life's challenges, are thriving among them. With each passing moment, they are gaining wisdom, strengthening their resilience and preparing themselves to face what the future holds. By experiencing the present, you become more aware, more balanced and more prepared for the uncertainties that life can bring. It is a continuous exercise in focus and acceptance, which allows each of us to discover the peace and strength that exist in the now. After all, life happens in the present, and it is there that we find the key to true overcoming and personal fulfillment. 4. Learn from challenges. Imagine for a moment the scene of a skilled blacksmith forging a blade. The raw, shapeless metal is subjected to intense heat and vigorous hammering. With each impact, it becomes sharper, tougher, and more refined. In a similar way, life's challenges, although they initially seem harsh and unforgiving, have the power to shape us, refine our character, and transform us into better versions of ourselves. Seneca, the renowned Stoic philosopher, once said that hardship strengthens the mind as work strengthens the body. These words, although ancient, contain a timeless truth. Setbacks, obstacles, and adversities should not be seen just as impediments in our path, but as genuine opportunities to grow, learn, and discover strengths that we may never have imagined we possessed. Every challenge we face is actually a lesson in disguise, waiting to be uncovered. Embracing adversity does not mean purposefully seeking out hardship or finding satisfaction in pain, but rather recognizing the intrinsic value in the struggles we face. It is a change of perspective, seeing obstacles not as burdens, but as steps towards wisdom and personal growth. When you find yourself in the midst of intense trials, remember the scene of the blacksmith and his blade. With the proper mindset, adversity can be the force that perfects you, sculpting you into a truly ever-evolving masterpiece. In life, we often face challenges that test our limits and test our resilience. However, it is precisely in these moments that we have the opportunity to overcome ourselves. Every difficulty can be seen as a chance to learn, an occasion to demonstrate courage and perseverance. Instead of fearing challenges, we should welcome them as a natural part of our journey. They are valuable instruments that help us grow and develop, just like raw metal that turns into a sharp blade in the hands of a blacksmith. By accepting difficulties with determination and a positive attitude, we can discover inner strengths we never thought we possessed and achieve significant personal development. The key to dealing with challenges lies in our perception and attitude towards them. By seeing adversities as opportunities for growth, we can transform them into enriching experiences that make us stronger and more prepared to face the future. Just as a blacksmith shapes metal, we can shape our character and our lives through the experiences we face, becoming better and better versions of ourselves. 5. Control of your life is in your hands. Life can be compared to a stormy night, where thunder echoes, lightning lights up the sky, and the wind blows hard, trying to knock us down. We do not have the power to control the storm, to make it stop, or to determine the path of the rays that tear across the horizon. However, we can make the decision to light a candle, seek shelter, and hold on to what keeps us grounded. The central issue is not about controlling the storm, but about understanding what is within our reach and what is beyond it. Epictetus, an ancient Stoic philosopher, shared a truth that resonates through the ages. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This perception, although simple, is deeply significant. We often waste our energy worrying about aspects that are beyond our control, about things that remain unchanged regardless of our efforts. But what if we direct our attention to what we can really influence, our reactions, our emotions, and our decisions? These are the elements that we can light like candles in the darkness. When the storms of life hit us, we must remember, we have the power to choose. We cannot stop the rain or silence the thunder, but we can decide how to dance in the rain or how to seek refuge. Recognizing what is within our control is liberating. This represents the first step in not only enduring adversity, but also thriving in the midst of it. And when the morning light finally appears on the horizon, we will realize that the storm was not the main narrative. The real story lies in how we choose to face it. It's essential to focus our energy on what we can change, rather than exhausting ourselves with what's beyond our reach. This approach not only helps us face challenges more efficiently, but also allows us to grow and develop with each experience. Learning to differentiate between what we can and cannot control is a valuable skill that can transform the way we live our lives. When you find yourself in the middle of a storm, remember, you have the power to choose. Strength is not in trying to control the uncontrollable, but in adjusting your sails and moving forward regardless of the headwinds. The true mastery of life lies in how we navigate its turbulent waters, not in trying to avoid the storms. 6. Accept what you can't control. Delving deeper into Stoic philosophy, acceptance emerges as one of the fundamental pillars of this worldview. According to Epictetus's teachings, the essence of acceptance lies in the understanding that there are aspects of life that are beyond our direct control. By asking what belongs to you, Epictetus reminds us that only that which is subject to our direct will is truly our domain. We can control our actions, thoughts, and emotions, but there are countless events, circumstances, and external forces that escape our power to manipulate. This acceptance should not be seen as passive resignation, but rather as a conscious choice to direct our efforts where they can have a real and meaningful impact. In times of adversity, such as losing a job, facing a serious illness, or dealing with natural disasters, it is natural to experience a range of emotions, such as anxiety, fear, and sadness. However, Stoic teachings encourage us to remember that even when faced with these challenging circumstances, we have the power to choose how to respond. Accepting what we cannot control does not imply apathy or complacency. Rather, it means recognizing reality as it is and, from that point, taking actions that are aligned with our deepest principles and values. By accepting the impermanence of life and the uncertainty of the future, we find a source of serenity and equanimity that enables us to live more fully and authentically. This perspective not only helps us better deal with the vicissitudes of existence, but also allows us to cultivate a more resilient mindset and an attitude of active acceptance. We learn to navigate the turbulent waters of life with wisdom and integrity, recognizing that by focusing on what we can control, we become more effective and calm on our journey. Acceptance is a vital component of Stoic philosophy, teaching us to differentiate between what we can and cannot control. This discernment allows us to direct our energy more productively and live with greater tranquility and purpose, even in the face of life's inevitable challenges. 7. Practice patience. The concept of patience in Stoic philosophy can be extremely enriching, especially when we use natural metaphors such as the blooming of a flower and the constant flow of a river to illustrate this virtue. Just as a flower does not rush through its blossoming process, but reveals its beauty little by little, at the right time, we too need to learn the art of patience in our lives. Each phase of a flower's development is a lesson in patience and acceptance of the time needed for things to reach their fullness. In a similar way, our lives follow a natural rhythm, a time that often escapes our direct control. Watching a flower bloom reminds us of the importance of valuing each step of the process without trying to rush or force the results. It is in this same spirit that Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, invites us to reflect on time as a raging river, where events flow and pass before us, giving way to new experiences and constant challenges. This image teaches us that patience is not just passive waiting, but rather an active attitude of understanding and alignment with the natural rhythm of life. Impatience often arises from the attempt to control time, to accelerate what we consider positive and avoid what we consider negative. However, true wisdom lies in recognizing that time is an element beyond our control, but that we can choose how to react and adapt to it. Practicing patience is therefore more than simply waiting. It is waiting with purpose, knowing that each moment has its own meaning and offers opportunities for growth and learning. By understanding the cyclical nature of time and its constant transformation, we can cultivate a mindset of patience and active acceptance. This means being prepared to face challenges, grow from experiences, and be open to receiving the blessings that the opportune moment will bring. So when impatience arises, we can remember the flower that blooms and the river that flows, confident that our waiting and preparation will be rewarded when the right moment arrives. Patience is a virtue that teaches us to harmonize our internal rhythm with the natural flow of time. By embracing it, we not only gain serenity, but also the wisdom to recognize and seize the opportunities that arise, transforming each wait into a period of growth and learning. 8. Try to be grateful these days. In the midst of the hustle and bustle and challenges that dominate our days, it's all too easy to focus on the gaps, the missed opportunities, the unfulfilled dreams, and the obstacles that seem insurmountable. However, there is a simple practice that can transform our perspective and brighten even the darkest days: gratitude. When we take a moment to recognize the blessings that permeate our journey, we not only find contentment, but we also build a foundation of resilience that helps us weather life's storms. The Stoic philosopher Seneca, famous for his wisdom and elegance, stated that true happiness lies in the ability to enjoy the present without excessive anxieties about the future. This wisdom reminds us that joy does not come from the endless pursuit of more, but from appreciating what we already have. Whether it's the warm expression of a friend's smile, the comfort of a welcoming home, or the simple pleasure of enjoying a cup of tea, there is always something to be grateful for. For example, that cup of tea may contain memories of laughter shared with loved ones, or the comfort offered on cold, lonely nights. By recognizing and valuing these moments, we cultivate a mindset that sees the positive in every challenge. Gratitude, however, is not limited to just recognizing happy moments. It also includes the ability to find beauty in the difficulties we face. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, learn, and become stronger. So when things get difficult, it's essential to pause and identify something to be grateful for, no matter how small it may seem. This practice may not change the situation itself, but it will certainly change the way we face it, and this difference is often crucial to overcoming adversity. By practicing gratitude, we cultivate a more positive and optimistic worldview, which helps us better deal with life's ups and downs. Small gestures of recognition can transform our perspective and remind us that even in the midst of difficulties, there is always something positive to be grateful for. So, by taking time to be grateful every day, we strengthen our ability to face challenges and find joy in the little things that make life special. 9. Be strong and courageous. The trajectory of life often resembles navigation across vast and unpredictable oceans. There are days when the waters are calm and serene, But there are also those when furious storms challenge us to the extreme. At these times, our inner strength becomes our most valuable asset. This strength is not linked to physical capacity, but rather to spiritual resilience, mental fortitude, and courage of the heart. She is that calm voice in the midst of chaos, encouraging us to continue even when adversity seems insurmountable. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to what happens that matters." His words serve as a beacon, reminding us that our reactions shaped by our inner strength define the direction of our journey. External events, however challenging they may be, only have power over us if we allow them to. By cultivating an inner fortitude, we can face adversity with grace, transforming obstacles into opportunities for personal growth. Building this inner strength requires continuous effort. It involves daily decisions, small acts of courage, and accepting challenges as learning opportunities. It's about seeking wisdom, learning from experiences, and recognizing that every setback is actually a lesson in disguise. By nurturing this inner strength, we not only prepare ourselves to face the storms of life, but also to sail towards horizons that previously seemed unreachable. It is important to remember that a fulfilling life is not defined by the absence of challenges, but by the ability to overcome them with unshakable inner strength. We face adversity with resilience, maintaining serenity in our hearts and our minds, focused on our goals. Each obstacle overcome strengthens our courage even more, preparing us for the next challenges. The journey may be long and arduous, but with determination and courage, we are able to transform each storm into an opportunity for personal growth and fulfillment. So be strong and courageous. Find within yourself the strength necessary to persist, regardless of the difficulties that arise. Remember that it is through overcoming challenges that we become stronger and more resilient, ready to conquer our dreams and reach new horizons. 10. Seek compassion. Reflecting on the countless battles that each person faces daily is an exercise in empathy and deep understanding. Many of these struggles remain hidden behind discreet smiles or glances. Each individual follows a unique journey in life, full of challenges and moments of joy. However, at the heart of personal struggles lies a valuable opportunity for connection, the practice of compassion. As Marcus Aurelius said, "What harms the hive harms the bee." This simple statement carries a deep meaning. When we offer kindness, understanding, and empathy to others, we are not only helping them, but also nurturing the collective human spirit. Compassion goes beyond simply feeling sorry for the difficulties of others. It involves the ability to understand the pain of others as if it were our own and act, even if subtly, to alleviate it. Developing compassion is a conscious and continuous exercise. It requires more listening than speaking, more empathy than judgment, and more action than mere observation. In an often divided world, compassion stands out as a bridge that unites hearts and helps heal wounds. By embracing this virtue, we not only improve the well-being of others, but we also find deeper purpose and satisfaction in our own journey. After all, in the great tapestry of existence, our individual threads are intricately interwoven. By choosing compassion, we are contributing to a richer, more harmonious and inspiring pattern. Stoic lessons strengthen our resilience, serenity, and determination in the most difficult times. By incorporating them consistently into our lives, we can lead a virtuous and fulfilling existence, even amid the turmoil and uncertainty of the world. However, don't limit yourself to just believing the words presented here. Put these lessons into practice and witness for yourself the transformative results that can emerge. Compassion is a powerful force that can change lives, including yours. So seek compassion in your daily interactions and see how it can enrich your life and those around you. By the end of this video, we hope you found inspiration and value in the reflections on Stoic philosophy we shared. These principles can serve as a reliable compass in challenging times, and our hope is that you will incorporate them in practical, transformative ways in your personal journey. If the content was relevant to you, we encourage you to like it and share your impressions in the comments so that other people can also benefit from these reflections. Finally, if you are not yet part of our community, we invite you to subscribe to the channel to receive more content about wisdom and personal development directly in your inbox. So did you watch until the end? Comment, "I stayed until the end." And we will be very happy to know that you enjoyed all this content that we prepared with great care. I hope to see you in the next video. See you later, Stoics.